Hello friends, welcome to course GUI application development using VB.NET. In this lecture you will learn how to design Windows application using text box, label and button. Significance: the label, button and text box are the fields used to design GUI in VB.NET. The label is used to give some informative text. Text box is used as an input field in which user can enter some data, and button is used to trigger some event. After completion of this lecture, you will be able to develop a program using text box, label and button. So friends, we will see how these three controls are used in our Windows Form application. For that, I will open my Visual Studio, and here I will select New Project, and from that I will select Windows Form application, and here I will give new name for my project as my application, okay, my app, and will click OK. So this will create project my app. So here in Solution Explorer you are able to see my app. In that we are having our form 1. Now this is the form design window. Okay, now I will explain you all windows which are there in our Windows Form application. This is the title bar, which will display the project name that I have specified while creating it, that is my app. After that, this is the menu bar, which has various menus, and in the menu there are some options which are frequently required that are put into the toolbar. This is the form design window, and here we are having toolbox. In that we are having many tools that we can use in our form design. Okay, now here we are having Solution Explorer. In that our project is given, and in that we have one form, and here is the property window. So whatever the control that we will select here, that control will have many property. We can set and change the property from this property window. Now this is the first control, form control, that I have selected. You can see the selection of that form. We can change the size by dragging it with the mouse. Now the name of this form is form 1. Suppose I want to change it as my app. We can give any name so that it will display here at the left top corner. Again, we have many more properties for this form window. We can see one by one. The first important property is name. The name of this form is form 1. You can change it or keep it as it is. Okay. After that, the most important property is back color. Now we can change this particular color. The color of this particular can be changed with the back color property. Here we have three options: custom, web and system. So I will use custom, and from that I will select any one of the color. Okay, so this color can be selected. Now we can also put image in the background. So I can put the image by clicking at this property, but out of back color and background image we can select only one. Okay, suppose I will select here the image. I will click here, I will get this window, and here I will click the local resource, and from that I will click import, so that it will go to my files, and here I will select one image of flower and will say OK. Now here we have various options for background image layout. By default it is a tile. So whatever the image will be there, it will be in the form of tile. Suppose I will save this and run it. So I will get the output in this way. If I will maximize it, it will be look like in this way, in the form of tile. Okay. Now suppose I want that initially this window should be in the maximized state. So for that we are having the property here window state. So instead of normal we will have here maximize. So if I will run this, the form will be maximized when it will show the output. Okay. Again, for the images, instead of tile we can have various options, like here we can have center. If it is center, it will be displayed only at the center, like this. Okay. So we can also have another type, stretch, so that it will get stretched to the complete screen. And if I will select the last one, zoom, so it will take some part of it to be displayed. Okay. So I will keep as a center. Okay. So this is my form. Now here I can again set various property as per requirement, but these are the some important properties that we need to set for our form. Now my aim is to use the control label, text box and button. Okay. So for that I will use my button. Okay. So I lost the toolbox. So from view we can put our toolbox. Okay. So I have here the control label. Here is control label that I can have. Okay. So I will use here label. Now label is also having various properties. These are the properties of label because it is selected. Initially when form will be selected, it will show the properties of form. When label will get selected, it will show the properties of label. Suppose I want to change the label as a first number. So it will get changed. We can also change the font style, font size, color of that label text. So that can be done from here. Suppose I will change the size as 12 so that it will display in this way. Okay. Now you can also change the color of, instead of black, as a 4 color, any color that you want. So I will not change. I will take another label. We can also copy paste it or can use from our toolbox. So I will use another label and we'll put the properties of that label as second number. So this is my second number. Okay. Now I will require the another third label for result. So I will use that third label as result and write here result. So it will be display, and I will again use another label to display the result, that is the addition of two number or subtraction of two number. But initially I will keep it as a blank. So this will be blank. Now I will use the text box to read the value from the user. So this is my text box. We can also copy paste it. So this will be my second text box for second number. We can change the position of this text box. So I can again move it near to the label. Okay. Now the text box 1, which has again various properties like text. So whatever we will type into this text box will be displayed there. Let us say here. So that will be displayed here. Okay. So initially we want that should be blank, and we will enter value during our execution. So this is what the first number, second number and the result. Now we want some buttons to perform the operations of addition, subtraction. Okay. So I will take first button and I will label it as add. So again text property is used to change its label, and I will update its label or text property as add. Again I will select it, copy it, paste it. So I will change its label as sub Again I will paste another button, will change its text property as multiply, and again the fourth button for a division. So in this way I use 4 buttons. Now what I want, after clicking this particular add button, whatever the number I will enter here, the addition of that 2 numbers should be displayed here. So what is, when I will click, so click is the event of this particular button. So the mostly used event of the button is button click event, that is always used in Windows form programming. So I will double click on this add button so that it will give me private button 1 click and this part. So we can write our code to perform addition of 2 number into this. So for that, where I want to display my result, in the label 4. Do you remember? We have put 4 label, and this is the 4th label which we put for our result. Okay. So the label of the name of this label is label 4. See, label 4, and the property in which when we will write is the text. Whatever we will write in the text property, that will be displayed there. Okay. So I will first change the location of that button in line with our text boxes. Yes, it is there now. Okay. Now for this I will require to write my code. What? Label 4, and the property of that label 4 is text, and here I should write whatever the value of text box 1 dot text to be added to the value of text box 2 dot text. Now see, this is the name of this text box is text box 1, and the property is text. So text box 1 dot text, and the name of this text box is text box 2, and the property is text. We can also change the name, but that we have to remember. Okay. Now from here also you can go to your code window. So I will write text box 1 dot text and plus text box 2 dot text. So this is the line to perform the addition of the 2 values that we will enter into the text boxes. Now I will save it, run it. So I will enter the first value 2, second value 3, and will perform the addition. But it's not what I want. The addition should be 5, because here the whatever we have performed the addition operation, that has completed the string concatenation operation. Means the value whatever we will enter will be considered as a string. So we will require to use to convert the string value into the number. For that we have function val, and the value of text box 1 dot text into and plus the value of text box 2 dot text, that should be added. So I will save this and we will run it. So I will again enter some numbers and it will give me result as 5. Now we will apply the same strategy for our different remaining buttons. So for subtraction, I will copy this and will paste here. Just small change, that is the subtraction. Yes, now the multiply, for that also we will change the operation multiply. For a division, we will again change the operation divide. Now friends, we will execute it. So I will enter some number, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, perfect, it is working. Now the next part is to change the background color. I want to change the background color of this particular form. when I will click some particular button. Okay, so I will again put one button from our toolbox, and I will change the name of that as a color. Okay, so when I will click this particular button, there should be the background form color should be changed. Actually in VB the form is indicated by me and the property is back color. So for that I will write Amy dot back color. So it should be any color. So you have the list of colors. Okay, so we can have dark blue or any color. Okay, so I will save it and run it, and when I will click this, it will show dark blue color. Okay, so in this way you can change the color of your form by clicking any button. So this is what. Okay, now our aim is to create a button runtime. So for creating button runtime, we'll take one button, and when we will click that particular button, our new button should be created. So I will use here one button. I will give the name of that button as a create. So when I will click on this create button, it will create some new button. Okay, so I will write code for creating a new button. Now button is the class which is already available in this Windows Form application environment. So what we will just use that. For that we will require to define some object. So dim btn is my object as new, and here I will write button class. Okay, now here we will use that particular object btn to set the various properties of the button. So the most important property is btn dot name. So this is the property of button, that is the name. So I will give the name of it as a btn, and the next property is location. So btn dot location. Now here the location will always start from the left top corner as a 0 0, and from that location the pixel value we have to put. Okay, so I will put here 50, 40, that is the 50 in x-axis and 40 in y-axis. After that we are required to specify the size of button. So btn dot size equal to one new part is here, location equal to new point. This is required to show. Okay, here also we will require new point, new size, not the point, new size, and here we will specify the size of our button. This is in x-axis and this is in y-axis, that is the length and height. Okay, so these two property we have set. The next property is text. What should be display on my button? So btn dot text is equal to, directly I will write whatever I want to display, that is my button. After that I will use here the control. I will require to add this button control into my form. I know that I will identify my form by me, so I will require to add the control. Okay, so the controls dot add, and here we are required to specify which control we should add, that is btn. Okay, so this will work. Now what we will execute this. So when I will do click here, it will create the button. Actually it's overlap. I will change the location of it. So the x-axis is correct. I will change the y-axis as a 20 only. So execute it, and when I will click, it's displayed there. Again I will make it somewhat above. So I will put here 10. Okay, Now it is perfect. Okay. Okay. Now what I want, when I will create that particular button, one message should be displayed. First we will display here one button that should display the message when I will click that particular button. Okay, so I will give the name of that button as message MSG box. So this is the name of my button, and when I will click this, the message box should be displayed. So MSG box, and here we will have some parameters, that is hello friends. This is my prompt, and here we can have these many values that we can put as the type of or the style of our message box. Suppose I will take here message box style as a critical, and here I should give the title for my message box as a welcome. So let us execute this. So I will click this, so I will get this message box. Okay, now what I want, such a type of message box should be created when I will click this my button. Now when I will click on this my button, nothing is happening. I want such a type of message box should be displayed when that button will get clicked. So for that we will write some code. Okay, so what is the name of our button is the btn. When we will click that particular button, at that time the message should be displayed. So we will write some procedure for the click event of the btn. For that, private sub and btn and click. So btn is the name of our button and click is the event. For that, I will write down the same message box. And here what happened, we need to intimate our form that to display whatever the to be happen when we will click on that button. Okay, for that we need to create handler. Okay, so for that I will add the handler. So handler dot, here it is providing us help object as event. So what is the object? btn. Okay, btn, and what is the event? Click. Okay, click is our event, and what is object as delegate? For that we are required to specify the address of btn. Okay, now here what we did, we have created the handler for our button and we have put the object address of that particular. Now here we will require the event also. So btn underscore click. Let us check whether it will work or not. Yes, it will work now. Suppose I will click this button. After that I will get my button, and when I will click on my button I will get the message welcome message. Okay, so this is the message, and when I will click on the message box I will get the another message box. Okay, we can also change so that we can identify it. Let us change it. We will say bye. Okay, and here bye friend. We will execute it. Now for message box it will give hello friend welcome message, and when I will click create and when click on my button it will give bye friend message. Okay, so this is working. So here in this lecture we learn the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of these two numbers. Also we are able to change the color of our form and the creation of button, runtime, and display of the message. One important thing left is that we can also give pictures. We can put images on these buttons. For that we have the property image. So this is what the property of our button, that is what the image property of our button, and from here I can import the image for my button. Suppose this is one image that I will put for my button, and suppose I will execute it, so it will display the image for my button. You can create many different images, small images which are of size of button, and put on your button of the form. Okay, if you will take big image, then your button size will get increase, and that will not be good form design. Okay friends, so this is all about the addition of two numbers, multiplication, subtraction, and division, and creation of new button, runtime. You can also have the three text boxes for your first name, middle name, and last name, and on the button click you can display the full name of yourself. Okay, hope you have understood everything.